think we're in.
I think we're live.
Welcome to the first episode of Live in the Raven Roost.
Yes.
Howdy doody do.
Woohoo! We have Musketeer with us today. He's living in Hamburg, Germany, but he's originally from Australia.
It's toward New Zealand, Australia, and Europe. Is that correct?
That is correct. And
Have you been to Canada
because
yet?
That's not Europe anymore.
Oh,
Awkward.
There's some arguments to be had about
That's
that.
good for my bio though, because it means I've been to more than just Europe and
Right.
Australia and New Zealand.
That's true.
But not Canada. No, Jordan.
Oh,
Not yet.
One
To
day.
come here. And that is why we are a part of Global Music Match.
True.
Um,
Connecting
so-
the people.
Connecting the artists, yes, and the people, because obviously we can't travel that much right now. But yeah, us and Musketeer, as well as how many other artists are in our group?
Danny Larkin, Lucy Farrow, La Ripa Group,
Hudos.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We're all in Team 9 of Global Music Match this year, so it's it's only their second time doing this, and basically you get matched up with a bunch of artists all around the world to collaborate and kind of promote each other's music.
Which is exciting. It's
Very exciting. We do not have a format for how we're doing this at all. We wrote nothing down,
No, this
so
is
we're just gonna
making
go
it
with
up.
the flow.
Going
Yeah.
with the wind. We
And
are the
Going
wind.
with it.
we
Going
went to the
with
process
it.
of like creating all these cool overlays and stuff to like make it look all fancy, but like that's just a cover up. Like that's just a straight up cover up
Right.
for us knowing what we're doing.
We've also already had so many technical difficulties, and we haven't really started. So
We're really
it's
hoping that
good.
the audio's coming through. We just if people want to throw in a few comments,
Yeah.
that'll really
we
help
should
us out.
We should double check that.
Yeah, please let us know if you can't hear us.
What
I
are
think people
saying?
have liked it, so I think it's
Have they?
It's good. I think
Already?
it's got a
Yes.
couple of Facebook likes.
Hold
That's
on,
exciting.
I also got to tell everybody.
You gotta share it. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta share. Okay. Hold on, 5-second break while we know.
Yeah. So we're really excited to have you on the show. This is
Oh,
it's a show
good to
now.
be here.
It's a show, apparently. We've made it a
the
thing.
Raven Roost.
Yes,
Roost
episode
of the
1.
Raven.
This is all of the things that Jordan has collected.
Freddie.
Pick him up. Freddie needs to go up. Yeah, he's collected all of these things for this room.
Ridiculous things.
Yeah, some of them are a lot of money, so you know, he just
Don't touch.
He likes to
Yeah.
spend.
Don't touch.
Yeah,
Please,
don't touch
don't
them.
touch it.
Don't touch them.
Uh,
But yes, he had to buy 2 Freddie Mercurys because one wasn't enough.
But look, they're cool. Like this is like the Live Aid one, and then this is like
I like this one.
the Royal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks.
Well,
he looks
Live
great.
Aid is like the concert.
True.
Yeah.
True. I have seen that.
Are you a fan of Freddie Mercury / Queen?
Me?
Yes.
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 I feel like it would be terrible if someone said no. I think no one would say no.
I don't. Well, I think
I
of
honestly-
all,
people.
there would be, but I think of all the artists, like Queen is like hard to deny
Talent.
the talent
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, yeah,
musicality.
Right.
Like I think
Right.
somebody likes something about Bohemian Rhapsody.
You probably, yeah.
It's
I
like
love
a little
that
bit of
song, but
everything
yeah,
in one
I hear
song.
you,
It's
I hear you.
amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
But you're right. There are people that wouldn't like it. I think.
Well, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say earlier in my youth, I wasn't a big fan. Just because it was
Right.
always on the radio and I thought it was
right.
more poppy. And then I
Mm.
realized later the genius of it. But
It's amazing.
Right.
that's
that
just
makes
how
that
the
makes
journey
sense.
goes.
That makes sense. I think it's too like it doesn't. I always say this, like it really doesn't matter how talented someone is. It's really just your own personal preference. Like someone could be the best singer ever, and you might not like how it sounds.
So
Like,
if I just do
technically they
this
could
for
do-
the whole set,
You got that real Yoko Ono
thanks,
vibe
guys,
going.
ciao.
Oh man, there's some funny videos about Yoko Ono singing on some of the tracks.
Jordan.
You gotta go watch it. It's amazing.
Yoko's
Um,
great. I love Yoko.
She's definitely unique.
Yes.
She's her own. She is her own person.
Unabashed. Like
No,
there's
exactly, yeah.
There's no filter like on
No.
the artistic creativity. It's like I'm just gonna do the thing that I'm doing, which is what I really respect about it. Not necessarily a fan of anything.
Well, see, this is again a
This-
personal preference, Jordan. Some people are #1 fans, so you aren't one. That's okay.
I'm terrible.
Brutal.
I think Yoko Ono's watching right now, and
We're
yeah,
canceled.
We're canceled.
No.
She
I
wouldn't
guess-
cancel us.
No.
I don't think so.
She,
She'd want to collab.
yeah.
If you're up for it, we are. Let's go.
Who wants to go? Do you want to go first? Do you want to sing a song for us?
I can sing a song.
I think that would be lovely.
I have my guitar.
You have your guitar.
I just happen to have it. So.
Wow.
Okay.
It's amazing.
We're gonna try and do this like the cool transition stuff where we like highlight Musketeer by doing this.
Oh. Where did you guys go?
We're still here,
We're
but
there you
like
here.
we'll,
Hi.
we'll leave you alone for a second.
No, come back. I still want to talk to you guys.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Just wondering-
The tuning song.
I'm just wondering what I should play.
Right.
Well, we'd love to hear something from you. We'd love to hear one of your tracks.
Definitely a new one.
Should it be
'Cause
like
we are-
new, like which nobody has ever heard? Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh. It's up to you. Or like I was thinking latest EP, but man, whatever you're feeling.
I could start with latest EP.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right.
The latest EP is called The North Sea, by the way, everyone, and you should definitely go check it out because
Sounds-
it's available everywhere.
Spotify, wherever you listen to your music, right?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
That should be correct.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure it's there.
Good.
I'm glad.
Do you have any particular song that you want me to play from that record, or?
I
should
really
I
love
just-
the Wolves just because we collaborated
I
on
know.
it. And what was the
Alright,
other
we
one
can
we
do
did?
North Sea.
The North
Yeah,
Sea,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I absolutely love that song. So either of those would be amazing.
I'll just do the North Sea because I did the Wolves thing. Is great, but North Sea I think is a good place to start.
Awesome.
You
All
should
right.
hold off on Wolves anyway, so you know some people will look forward to that post later on.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
it sounds so good. It sounds so good,
Right.
guys.
Does
I'm
it?
so
I'm
excited.
super excited to hear.
We can talk about that after.
Yeah, we
after
can.
This.
After this, yeah.
Okay, so can we leave you to your own devices and we'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll be in the background and we'll be trying to put little things up on the screen while you're performing. So
Cool.
Hopefully it works. Here we go.
How's the volume? The guitar seems a bit loud. This song's called The North Sea for anybody who missed it 5 seconds ago when it was announced. And it's about, I should tell the story. I was going to tell the story. It's about a person who gets a job on a fishing trawler, goes out onto the North Sea, and they catch mer creatures, mermaids and mermen and other mythical creatures, and haul them up onto the boat and put them on big fish hooks. And it's a song about that. So yeah, it's a pretty tragic song. And my headphones are just breaking right now. Just fix it. I need to get them repaired, but I just haven't had the time. The morning's still and quiet. The morning's still and blue. The morn is a peaceful tide. I take a breath, I let it drift for you. Across the northernmost seas. But I still hold my breath at night. I still hold the warm breath in my lungs. For I've hold my captain's net up high. I've hold you up by the hairs of your head. Across the northernmost seas. Oh, and deep below there comes Yes, and deep below an ancient groan. It stirs up the worms on the deep sea bed. Oh, the deep sea bed. Oh, well, I was on my knees, alright. I was on my callous knees when they took you to the Warman Line. They took you to the bulwarks to let you bleed across the northernmost seas. Oh, and deep below there comes a wind home. Yes, and deep below an ancient groan. It stirs up the worms on the deep sea bed. Oh, the deep sea bed. Oh, the deep sea bed. Thank you, everybody. Back to you, Jordan Kirsten. I cannot hear you guys at all.
There we
There
are.
we go.
Okay.
Technical difficulty. Number 75. No, no, I was just going to say I really love hearing acoustic versions of songs because I love hearing all the differences or the changes that you make when you play. That's really cool. We tend to keep stuff the same because we're trying to do the harmonies to make sure I
Right.
follow. Sometimes we will practice something different, but it's hard to do stuff on the fly when you're doing
Sometimes
harmonies all
I
the
do
time.
things on the fly.
You do,
Yeah.
but sometimes it works though.
Yeah,
It
it's true. It's true.
But yeah, that was great.
That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Um,
Cheers.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you were growing up in Australia,
Yeah.
what kind of what kind of music or like artists influenced you? Like, was it
Ooh.
your like stuff your family played, or was it stuff you found on your own? Like, how did that kind of come about?
Well, my love of singing actually came because my family was quite religious, so we went to church every Sunday, and well, I used to sing every Sunday the hymns, but later as I explored other music and moved away from the church, I listened to my family didn't actually introduce me to a lot of music. I had to search it out myself.
Okay.
So I got into Cat Stevens and
Wicked.
Coldplay. My sister introduced me to Coldplay, and then a bit later I found Mumford and Sons, and I don't know, all those folky guys I ended up
I
listening
did
to.
3-hour Mumford & Sons tribute show here in St. John's.
Ooh.
It's a
I
lot
missed
of
it.
lyrics.
You missed it, yeah.
Oh.
Everyone thought
Where
it was
was
Mumford
I?
& Sons coming.
Oh,
It was the way it was
goodness.
advertised. It was like Mumford & Sons live at one of the venues, and I was like,
Little small print.
it's still like a
cover band.
yeah. I was gonna say like the venue was like a nice sized venue, but it was like if Mumford & Sons are gonna come here, it's not like a 1,500 person venue. It's
No,
like,
it's a stadium.
it's a stadium gig. So everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be this exclusive thing," and then they found out that it was a cover show, but it was still packed. It's still sold out.
Yeah, I mean everyone knows the lyrics to those songs. They're
I didn't.
well, okay. I should say, I guess. Well, you're right, and not everyone would know every song. That's true.
Well,
A
I
lot
had
of that.
I had the
A lot
whole
of that.
the whole of the monitor in front of me was like cheat sheets.
Full of lyrics.
So like I'd get like right in someone's face, like doing like Little Iron Man or something, like because there's a lot of poetry in there. Like they're more poetic than they are like like say it as it is kind of type. Like I think we find a hybrid of it doing stuff that we do, but they're very much more poetic. And like to learn the lyrics to 40 songs for like a 3-hour gig.
Yeah, no.
Was a lot. So the monitor, like the whole wedge was just completely like I couldn't hear out of the wedge at all. It was just paper in front of it. And
Just do all the songs you know first and wait until people have had a few drinks and then play the ones where you're mumbling. They don't know.
Well,
They're just singing along.
the best part was
Good
like
time.
if I didn't know it, I could be like, "Hey," like I did that a few times, and that was a lot of fun. But it was that was a crazy gig. That was so weird to do.
Ooh, I
How did we
have
get
I have another. I don't know why I'm thinking of these. What's the best concert you've ever seen?
Ooh. I think it was a Nick Cave, Bad
Okay.
Seeds, 2017.
there? Okay.
Nice.
Classic Nick Cave, if you've been to a Nick Cave show. But then at the end, he got everybody to come up on stage. And
Sweet.
and basically, my guitarist, Eric, he was like, "Joe, what are you doing?" And he pushed me. He's like, "Get up on stage too." And so I just pushed my way through the crowds. This is pre-corona, obviously.
Right.
And I pushed myself up onto the stage, and then like I started looking down, and I looked up, and like this hand was reaching down. It was Nick Cave's hand grabbing
he's
me
helping
here,
you.
and he pulled me up on stage.
Oh my god, that's
and I was just
amazing.
like, "Boo!" And then
That's
we all danced, and everybody was in love with Warren Ellis, and that sort of thing. So
That's
so cool.
amazing. I
it was
mean,
crazy.
that's a really good example of crowd interaction being super important for how someone walks away from a gig. I mean, I'm sure you obviously loved him
Yeah.
and his music to go, but yeah, to do that kind of stuff is really cool. That's awesome.
We do that all the time.
No. But like sing along.
I can just
and
imagine,
everyone's
Jordan,
like,
I can just imagine you just like going down to the crowd and reaching people up onto the stage, just like Nick Cave.
It's a house concert where it's really awkward when you get like there's 20 people in the room and you just pick out one random person who's like
the stage is really just the floor,
living
the
room.
same floor as
it's
everyone
this. It's
sitting.
literally this.
Whenever we do a gig in the future, this is what's happening.
This is what we're gonna do.
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be great.
Can we please? And it has to be like a ballad, something that just doesn't make any sense.
And we have
I
to
think
be
we're
sitting.
pretty yeah. Huh?
We have to be sitting and make them stand awkwardly
Oh.
next to us.
Just singing a really sad ballad. I think we can manage a sad ballad.
I think we can. I think we can.
I
I
think-
think we
I
definitely
think we have a few
can.
of those.
Jordan, have you been to like many concerts? I know you have here. Like people who come here, which has gotten better sometimes over the years, but we don't get a lot here on the island.
No, most of the concerts I was supposed to go with were with you, and they were like
we went to
canceled.
Backstreet Boys. Hey.
We went to Backstreet Boys.
We did.
We went to see Lily Allen in Montreal.
Oh,
a cool
that
show.
was really good, actually. Yeah.
And Americana Fest was like
Mm.
every concert you could imagine seeing in a run of a week.
That's
was,
true.
Was there so.
Do
Four bands?
many?
Yeah.
What's the
Four
touring
bands.
like in St. John's? Do many acts come through there?
No.
No, most people skip us just because it's so expensive to get all their gear here, especially if they had like a big stage
Yeah.
show. It's just like
It's like 2 days of travel. So like
Mm.
if you're expecting to play every night, then it's like, you're losing a day. So
and like your stadium only seats so many, so it might not even be worth the money you'd spend to come. So
Yeah.
it depends on how long you're staying, how many shows you think you can do and sell out. So it depends. Like
we've had some
we've
cool
had
festivals.
really cool people at festivals, yeah, but not usually their own tour. If that makes sense, it's
Yeah.
usually like
Yeah.
for an actual festival, not
I
a
opened
tour
for
stop.
Billy Talent once.
That's true. Him and his rock band did. That was really cool.
was gonna
And
say,
I
Cold
missed
Raven
out going back to meet them. They were in like the trailer next door, and the guys in Jordan's band were like, "Oh, we're gonna go over and like," and they were all like nervous, and I was like, "I want to go so bad," and he told me to come, and I was like, "No, I can't. Like, I shouldn't. I'm not in this band," and I regretted it because I could hear them talking on the other side of the wall. Billy Talent's been like one of my favorites forever. What a regret.
I know.
Such a regret.
They're big in Germany. I don't know if you know that or not, but I think they're big in Germany.
No idea. No clue.
Do you know who they are?
No clue.
Should have started with that. Okay. Okay.
It's okay.
They're like Canadian royalty to me, anyways.
Yeah.
I love them.
They're like punk. I don't know what they put. Alternative. They're alternative.
Yeah, and like
Alternative rock.
yeah, it's pretty intense. Some of it, like he screams and stuff, depending on the song. I love it. That's great. Yeah. Anyways, okay, that was my little little thing. So, what was the best concert then? Foy Vance.
Foy Vance.
It was really
Yeah,
good.
we're in like the highlight video on YouTube, which was like, like at the end of it, I'm just like
We're in the audience right there.
freaking
Everyone
out,
look.
like
Yeah.
I have to say I went to a Foy Vance show here in Hamburg.
Yeah.
Didn't love it.
Oh
Didn't
no way!
Yeah. I don't know. It was just like I don't know, the sound in the venue or something was just like particularly piercing. And he like is always like super heady in his
Yeah.
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 like it's there's a lot of attack in his voice and it was just too much. So.
I was gonna try and impersonate it. But
I was gonna say his personality can throw people off too. But I enjoy him, but I know some people the things he gets on with or says and stuff sometimes. But I think he's great.
He had like a Nashville.
I think
band.
I also saw him naked in the bus as well. It's like they parked the tour bus behind the venue, and I was trying to get in the venue somehow. And I walked back past the houses, and I could see through the bus windows, and I think it was this bald dude, and like the back of this bald dude, basically.
Oh my god.
I think it was him. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Okay, well you win.
He didn't
for
turn
stories
around,
right now.
so
I'm actually laughing.
thankfully.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh boy.
What are you gonna sing, guys? What are you gonna sing for us?
What are we gonna sing?
I think we're gonna do "Home Is Worth the Blues." We're gonna start with that.
Sure.
It's the latest single we put out, and yeah, we wrote it in a former slaughterhouse turned jam space in Calgary. It was basically like I just picture it like Rocky 1. Like we're in the freezers of this this former meat room, and we're writing a song, and it's like, it's that moment where we're training to fight Apollo Creed.
Okay.
All right,
It's quite the intro.
Wow.
we're gonna take it away. Okay, this is "Home Is Worth the Blues."
Is the settings all right, Jordan?
No,
Just throwing it out there.
there it is.
Okay.
Baby, I've been gone, and I don't see no sunsets coming home. The darkness and the distance got me torn between the lonely and the brave. Maybe all this time is wasted on these endless highway lights, swerving in and out of people's lives each night. And it'll all make sense. Miles I would travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please don't be worth these blues. Put the past away. Everybody's chasing yesterday, standing in the lineup for their grave. We don't have to live that way. Hold off on grief. There's no one in there, all straight through the trees. It's where I've been planting all the dreams for you and me. It'll all make sense. Miles that we travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please hold me worth these blues. It'll all make sense. Miles that we travel is all the evidence. It's a long way to your soul from my shoes. Please hold me worth these blues. Please hold me worth these blues. Please hold me worth these blues.
Bloody gorgeous.
Aw.
Thank you. I just realized I had to like cough, and I really tried to keep it in.
Is this the question
That was the
I'm
one
gonna
thing
ask?
that we forgot was water,
Yeah.
and we were we were doing everything
It's
else.
36 degrees here in Hamburg at the moment, so I've been.
And what
sipping
time
the
is it
water.
again? Isn't it like night?
8:30.
Jeez.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
How? So it doesn't go down very low then overnight right now.
No. Usually it does, but
Oh, really?
it's like some weird heat wave at the moment.
Oh.
So,
Jeez.
I think
Which
we're on.
is-
Brutal.
which is actually great because I'm enjoying
Is
it
it?
because it feels like home.
Ah.
And
Oh, right.
winter was eternal. Like this was the eternal
Mm.
winter. If there was any winter that was eternal, it was the one that just went by.
Just
So-
happened.
Did you have snow June 10th like we did?
I don't know when
True.
the snow was.
No, our winter is literally eternal. It just ended.
We hear you on that. We
Yeah.
hear you on that because I mean it was gone and then it just came back for a day for fun.
And accumulated
So-
on the ground. Normally it's like it's snow, rain mix, and it's like,
Mm.
oh, it's kind of pretty. You see it for a minute, and you're like, oh, it's cold enough, but it doesn't stay on the ground. But it actually stayed on the ground.
Oh no, it was
Like-
great. It was
People a couple houses down like made a snowman.
Whoa.
And I was
June
like,
10th.
This is too much.
Yeah.
So
June.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like not that long
Like
ago,
last
like
week.
the other day. Yeah.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus.
yeah.
What question were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask about coughing or burping on stage.
Oh, have
But
you
I-
ever done it? Is that what you're gonna ask?
Well, like, do you like how do you cover it up? Because it has to happen.
Sometimes I just go like off to the side. Just
Yeah.
Right.
and I just it's so difficult. I have to make sure I don't drink too many sparkling goods before.
Right. Sprudel?
Oh my God.
Like beers and like sparkling.
Close.
Yeah, strudel. Yeah.
Strudel.
Kohlensäure,
We've been to Germany
Kohlensäure.
once.
Yeah. So
Your
I.
effort. I like.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Coughing and burping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
I think
wreck.
I've done a good job. I haven't like completely burped into the microphone. Just-
The
That's
scary
good.
thing about these condenser mics is that
That's
like
good. They
you
hear
know,
everything.
When I'm over here, you can still mostly hear what I'm saying.
You
so
could
it's-
run in the audience and still be heard. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it's easier without us though, because there's two singers. So if he's singing, like you can just, you know what I mean, do stuff under your breath, like do you know what I mean? Like if you're singing and I had to burp or if I had to cough, like I could while you're singing. Why are you looking at me like that? Are you frozen?
Because two voices
is
would turn to
happening?
one. Like I understand if it was like 5 people, but it's like when there's two voices that turn into one. Like that's a
Yeah, but we
People
don't
notice
do a
that.
harmony on every single
That's true,
line.
okay.
I just mean when you're
just
singing,
like-
it's easy.
if it was like both of us singing and then one of us stopped, it'd be so weird. Like,
Oh.
okay.
But yeah, I don't think it happens very often. But when it does, I don't think anyone notices, which is
What a random thing.
what skills we have acquired as musicians. Hey. Okay. Well. Do you want to play another song? Or?
All right, we're gonna leave you to your own devices.
Okay. I was actually thinking. I wonder if I can play that song. Actually, I have this Poe song.
Like Edgar
Okay.
Allan Poe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
It was kind of this weird thing ages ago in my youth that I was writing.
That's where our band name came from.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed the little. I know the Raven. That one was obvious, but you have a little tiny Edgar Allan Poe.
We have. Yep.
So I
Just
thought it
chilling.
might be appropriate to play this song because I made this
love it.
character up. He wasn't. It wasn't. It was like the ghost of Edgar Allan Poe, and he arrives in France, and he arrives in Paris, and I wrote this little story. But it's actually a story about me in real life, with my heart broken. So enjoy the song. I don't know if I remember how to play it though, so I could fuck it up halfway through.
Poor little Edgar. I'm excited to hear it,
All right, here we go.
but also sad that you were sad. You know.
Okay, let's see if I remember how it goes. Well, I stepped off a wooden boat down by Notre Dame. Naked from foot to throat, just a little scarf to keep me warm. My lips were blue and silver, and on that windswept dusty shore, a group of ragged gypsies, laughing and dancing around a drum full of fire, plucking at a steel string line. Ask them, have you seen my girl? Cause I can't live without a beating heart. No, I can't live without her no more. No more. So I borrowed a cane and a crooked comb. I made my way to the city, jumping and a pushing over those thin metro gates. Slip past the shadowy ticket collectors with their big masks and their cigars. And I went up to the Louvre, oh, that big arch gate. I waltzed through the King's Garden and caressed those streets to the blood wept from my feet. I think I climbed a strange neon windmill where I called out, have you seen my girl? 'Cause I can't live without a beating heart. Oh, I can't live without her no more. Oh, no, I can't live without a beating heart no more. Thank you.
Yay!
Cheers.
It was sad though.
That was a really sad.
That's what we write. We rate those. Too.
We do. We write sad. We love sad music, so I like that one.
Beautiful song.
It
Thanks.
is.
Yeah, I was kind of. I think I was probably reading like Edgar Allan Poe, wandering around Paris, pretending to be a poet, and
As we all do.
And I was really missing the girl that I'd just broken up with. But anyway,
Oh,
that's what that song's about.
it's beautiful though.
So many people. It's so funny. Well, not funny, but so many people can't, or they get the most inspired by heartbreak, which is sad, isn't it?
So we used to make jokes
About us.
about me, like writing.
Oh, about all of your exes.
Yeah, like about like each ex got a song,
Not that you have like that many, but.
and I was
yeah.
getting so efficient that I was like writing songs about my exes prior to breaking up with them.
Oh goodness, yes.
So it
That
was
did
perfect.
happen.
That was terrible. That was the joke we used to tell, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh man."
The Tallest Man on Earth did that though. He wrote "Love Is All." Do you know that song?
I don't know.
I don't know if I do.
Goes like this. You guys know Tallest Man on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bit out of tune. But it's like, oh, so out of tune. It's like, walk upon this water like it's easier than lead. Evil's in my pocket and your strength is in my hand. Do you know that song?
No.
No.
I don't know that one.
Oh, guys, this is.
I know.
This is anyway. The point is,
This is education hour for us.
Do you know what? I'm surprised. Jordan knows a lot of music, so I don't feel as bad because he tells me all the time I'm musically deprived. So we both don't know this one.
She
Though.
only knows K-pop songs.
Shh. Stop.
Like that's it.
Shh, stop though.
So like whenever you say a musical reference, like if it's not K-pop, she's not gonna know it.
I do really like pop music. This is true. Okay. Anyways, back to the song that you were talking about. So that's what it's about. Him talking about.
Well, it's him. It's him still with his wife, and then talking about their dreams not being their dreams anymore, and he wrote this song before they divorced. Anyway.
Jeez.
Same. So Jordan, you're not alone.
Just
No.
relationships for content. Brutal.
That was. It's not the case anymore.
No.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. So I mean, we're like, I found it really interesting because like, when it comes to writing, like, what is your approach? Because like I know for us, we tend to like.
Every kind of different way.
Yeah.
What does that
Yeah.
mean? Tell me about every kind
Like-
of different way.
Well, because sometimes it's something that Jordan just like thinks of, I don't know, words for, and
Yeah.
there's no melody yet. But then there's sometimes he's just jamming chords, and we'll come up with a story that way. Or it might be something he's seen, and he comes home and then he writes a song about that, like all together. You know what I mean? So it's like or we collab.
Yeah.
Like we've done a lot of writing sessions with other people now. But yeah, like is it the same way every time for you?
No, not necessarily. Like sometimes I have a melody in my head and I need to find some words for it, or I have like, something like that, or I have the words and the melody and it's just there. Other times, I'm literally plucking away at my guitar and trying to figure out what sounds good. And if at the time I'm working on some theme, or I'm thinking about something in particular, or I've read something, or I have done something or been somewhere, and things sort of, I try to pull everything from everywhere.
Right.
I'm doing big hand movements. And
That's where it comes from. It's
Being
literally just
expressive.
grabbing things out of thin air sometimes.
and well, I'm always trying for Musketeer. I'm always trying to kind of theme the music to also what the theme of the lyrics is about a little bit. I mean, most of it's all sort of based singer-songwriter acoustic stuff, but I mean, with the Wolves track, I sort of was really into listening to like traditional Nordic music stuff, and I was YouTubing and Googling, and also my friends from Sweden, I was asking them, how do you guys, and they're talking about like the six of things, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, and I'm just, but like I try and go into depth of what the song is and the theme, and like really go into a big well of songwriting, and then something comes out sometimes, but sometimes the well is dry.
That's
That
the roughest
happens.
time.
As long as you don't get too discouraged.
Yeah,
That's great.
I think I read this book called Big Magic. I think Mallory Johnson asked us,
She did.
said we should read it, and I listened to the audiobook because I can't read.
He can't. He can't read. He doesn't want to read. There's a difference.
I get bored reading, but I like audiobooks because I'm just listening. But it was a really cool concept. Like, it was this idea that, like, you know, when an idea comes to you, if you don't see it through to fruition, it's like that idea floats off as if it's its own like animate being, and it goes to someone else. And like, how often do you find like you've ran into someone and you start telling them a story and they're like, oh my god, like I completed that story, or you know what I mean, like or like, yeah, I'm just trying to think of an example.
What do you mean?
Of,
like they've been through the same thing?
yeah, they've been through the same
Okay.
thing, or you're halfway through a song, and you're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna leave this, and then someone else comes out with something that's so similar to what
Oh,
your
yeah.
your idea was, but it's like the full thing, like, and it was like they got that idea after you were messing around with it and made it full, and I was like, man, like that's crazy, because like those instances happen all the time, and that's what I thought was like, there's so many times where it's like, you know, I've tossed an idea out, or like in my head I have this idea that I either don't get around to like working on, or it's just not right for me, and it's like someone else will have that same idea like in a similar circle, like on a small scale, and I'll be like, oh my god, like were you reading my mind that day?
But did the book tell you should finish those ideas,
Yes.
or you should let other people finish them if
No,
they know what they?
You should
The
you should
idea.
No, I think it was more like be forgiving of yourself to let them go if they're not
right.
if they're not going to happen,
Not
right?
for
so
you.
so I think that was a really cool concept to take in, and I think I've applied that to a lot of stuff. Like I don't like if I do a co-write with people, it's like there's no pressure to have a completed song by the end of it. Like that is the goal, but it's like if it just ends up being a friend like hangout session, like that's cool too, or
Yeah.
you know, if it becomes something for someone else, then that's great. But it's
I think a lot of people wonder how to songwrite. I think it's nice that everyone does it in different ways. There's no real like structure to that, or I guess there shouldn't be.
right.
I think that it's important. I think the most important thing that I've learned to be able to finish a song is just you have to still sit there and work on that song. And yeah, sometimes a song comes out in 10 minutes short.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm sitting there hours, like figuring out how something works or what
That's I
lyrics
never
go
do that.
where, and I'm just grinding.
Jordan's attention span's
really-
too short. To be able
Okay,
to do this.
okay, no problem.
No,
what's your next
no,
song?
No. I really appreciate that. Is what
I think
mean.
that is no. You're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Because
You mean like your style is you just want to get the song down and have
yeah,
it.
like I feel
Yeah.
like to me it's like I want to get it out, like whatever form it ends up being. Like to me, like I have this thing. It's like write the shit. So like if something in my brain is like bugging me and I'm like, oh, this is a catchy melody, but then I like it doesn't really do anything for me, like or it doesn't fit with what we're doing. Like I have to write that out to get it out of my brain, but then I won't necessarily come back to it if it doesn't hit whatever heart note or whatever needs to hit.
Yeah.
Like, and it's weird because I think as a result we probably end up writing a lot less songs in the long run of stuff, but like the songs that we do write, like I feel like really resonate with us on a personal level.
I think the point is he doesn't have the attention span to sit down and do it.
No, I know what you mean. Like I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
there's importance that for me I've found in my later my late career. As I've been
How old are you?
songwriting, I'm only 30, so but
Yeah.
like, my songwriting compared to what it was 5 years ago, compared to
Mm.
what it is now. Nowadays, like I kind of just want to get it out in a sort of more raw form
Right.
and just have it like there, because that's what you thought of at the time, and you didn't faff around with which lyric goes where and what goes where. And sometimes that becomes a more powerful than if you've sat there for 17 years trying to figure out whether to write whether to write the word yes or hell yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I
totally.
didn't have an example at all, but you know.
No, but I mean that's just I mean I guess it's just another example of everyone doing things differently. And I mean Jordan does have a short attention span, but I think it's right, like that you can just what
Zoning out.
zoning out. Yeah, right now.
No.
No, but yeah, like there's so many different ways to do stuff. Some people don't want to lay down the idea that they had. Some people do. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's just different for everyone. But I think that's not a bad thing.
And that's why I love collaborating, because I like
how quick it is.
Quick, yeah, like it's cool because you can like road test ideas off of people that you would like spend 2 years potentially playing to audiences sometimes, and like think about it and be like, oh, like maybe that doesn't make sense, or like it does make sense, or like this is really hitting home, or whatever it is, and like someone else bouncing that idea off someone else is like instantaneous. But I also just love the idea of like your approach, like I feel like if we sat down and we wrote a song together, like maybe I'd be able to take some of that, like grind it out, write the song head to toe. That might rub off on me a little bit, as it has with other traits that, you know, from other people that we've written. So
Yeah, I feel like when I've collaborated though with other people, that I actually smash it out really quickly with somebody else.
Oh yeah.
If the song is there and it's not necessarily something that I'm personally working on, and like
Right.
the idea of me sitting in my cave or whatever and like sitting and creating is different when it comes to running a song together, I feel. So
Yeah.
I feel like we could smash out something really quickly.
Let's write then. I think we should.
Yeah,
Let's do it now. No.
Everybody.
Everyone, this is how you write a song. Start with the key. I don't know. Start with a chord.
All right. What are you guys gonna sing next?
Before we do, I have to ask you a question. Could you please tell me what faff exactly, like what you? It seems like you say it in different contexts sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know if it means the exact same thing. And someone else in our group says it too.
Was it Lucy?
Lucy? It might have been Lucy. So maybe
maybe.
it's okay. Explain.
Faff is do you know when you're faffing around and like
Is it
all
like
this
messing
stuff?
around? Is it frigging around?
And it's like all this stuff which is so small and inconsequential.
Yeah.
It's just there, and it's always getting in your way to actually just get to the
Okay.
get to the point, or like you're trying to run an errand and all this faff gets in the way, or like you're having a conversation and you're not actually getting to the point, you're just faffing around.
Like
Does
we
that
are
make
right
sense?
now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Yes, and I'm going to adopt
constructive
that.
faff.
So
It is constructive.
I like that you taught us this word, because I'm going to now try to use it.
I was going to
all
say,
the time.
like, we're probably going to end up using it on everything.
And
we
it's
do.
going to sound terrible. I don't think it's going to sound as good.
I think it'll become a thing in Newfoundland.
Could
It's
be.
just,
You
it
could
doesn't
be
sound as good with the accent.
Right, that's true. Faffing around.
Faff.
That's
Like
alright.
faffing.
I like that.
We do friggin'.
Faff.
We do friggin' around. Or
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah, I think frig is like, it's not Newfoundland, but it's like,
It's just the thing.
yeah, like some friggin' cold out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's like a... Yeah, but that can be used in different
it can,
contexts, too.
but it, like, I
'Cause
feel
it's almost like the F word, but like not as bad
Yeah.
sometimes as well.
Yeah, that's true. It's like messing around, or like, but
Yeah.
I like faff because it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more than that. All right,
All right,
we're gonna
well-
play another song.
Here we go.
Go for it, guys.
I think we're gonna play "Love You the Best,"
Yeah,
which is gonna be on our next album.
which we are so almost ready to release.
We've been ready for a year, but yet it's still gonna be a few months, so that's good.
I hope you guys are still waiting patiently for us. You know, we really appreciate it. We wrote this song with Andrew Waite. We were at Kirsten's aunt's place, and I woke up one morning and I just
In PEI.
and I just kind of had this idea for a chorus, and then we found out that Andrew Waite literally lived 4 houses away from your aunt, and it was like
He was like, where are
we
you
drove,
guys
didn't
to?
we?
And we probably.
We drove.
We told him the address. He's like, I can see your house from mine. So, and we were
But
like,
we
let's
drove
just
anyways.
hop in the car
Yeah.
then and drive
That's
there.
ridiculous.
Who can walk with a guitar to the next street? Like, nah.
No.
Wow, we're lazy.
We are. But we ended up writing this song and very excited about it. I think it's one of my favorites from the record. You opened up when I was guarded. You were the spark to light the fire in my chest. My heart had hardened. You lifted every burden when you said,
I wanna love you the best, not just better. 'Cause I think this love could stand the test of time.
I wanna love you the best in changing weather. Or to forfeit all this love would be a crime. You're my light, my validation. There's an art to how we go about this life. So have no reservations, 'cause I will be the one to pay you starry nights and love you the best, not just better. 'Cause I think this love could stand the test of time. I wanna love you the best in changing weather. Or to forfeit all this love would be a crime.
I don't claim to have a perfect reputation. I'm just asking, can we take this from the start? I understand your hesitation. I'll fight your fears to heal your broken heart. And love you the best, not just better. 'Cause I think this love could stand the test of time.
I wanna love you the best, not just better. Or to forfeit all this love would be a crime. I wanna love you the best in changing weather. Or to forfeit all this love would be a crime. I wanna love you the best.
Yo.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's funny. Some of our music is a little bit more poppy. We never know like what to
Classify
call
ourselves.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We've decided
that-
on Americana,
That,
but
is that poppy? That wasn't pop.
I don't. Well, I guess it's
It's like
not.
Ed
But
Sheeran poppy. Though,
I would say
you
it's
know,
like catchy. I guess maybe that's what I mean by poppy. I don't know, like because some of our songs are kind of country.
Yeah.
Not many, but a couple, and then some of them are catchy, but also folky. I don't know. It's just a big old mess, you know, which is fine.
It is fun.
Do you have issues like with industry, like when it comes to like label of genre and stuff like that? Like,
Well, nobody in the industry has heard of me, so no, I have no issues.
well, they have now. Secretly, they're all watching.
Wow. Yeah, on our popular show called Live from the...
Live from the Raven Roost. The first show ever is millions of viewers.
Yeah.
But no, I do have to. When I've been, I don't know, emailing people or stuff for PR because I do all the stuff myself.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had to label myself. I just say, well, it depends what song because I have acoustic stuff and I have the band stuff, and I just say singer songwriter, and then with the band it's folk rock, I guess. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I find it's such a weird thing. Like people always want to like any industry conference that we've went to, like they want to be surprised by what you're gonna say. Like, I just want to be like, if they're like, what's your music sound like? I'm gonna be like, shit.
It's actually garbage. You should check it out and just see if it's the worst thing you've ever heard in your life.
We've tried to come up with a couple of fun ones over the years. Like, we had a funny one. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
I used to say, I can't remember now,
But that's not even genre based. That's just like, what is it a mix of? Like, what kind of artist is it a mix of? Or
it's just weird because it's a hard question to answer. It's like, I think the people that we're reaching out to are the right people to reach out to, but it's like, not necessarily.
Just listen to it.
Yeah,
Just listen.
I know
to
you
it.
get 600 calls a day from people, but listen to our stuff.
Just listen to ours because we are important.
That's all that matters.
Maybe we should change our names to like Ted Sheeran. Or
Oh my god! Yes.
I don't think that works. I don't know if that stuff works only partially.
No, I think Raventeer will work better. So we should.
Raventeer is gonna go wild.
I think it's going to be a good
Viral
collaboration.
potential.
I love it.
We
Me
could call
too.
ourselves. We could call our new band. Help me out here, guys.
I think it's not Raventeer. Like,
I mean, I think it just should be.
Raventeer. That's the band.
We could take Spread the Eagle. That was my friend's
Oh
suggestion.
no, I mean to make it. I mean spread the eagle.
And then,
That's interesting.
I don't know why it's
Your
so
friend
funny
thought
to
that
me.
was our name.
She did.
Wow.
She did. I mean, she was a new friend at the time, so she didn't really know what I did.
What band is it? Spread the Eagle?
No, I meant the name that would cater to the pop charts, like Ted Sheeran
Ted Sheeran.
Right.
or
Gee. I know a lot of one words are like names,
Yeah.
or Musketeer Grande. Maybe I should call myself that.
Oh my god.
I love that.
And I would actually love to just do funny versions of all of her songs, so I'm down. I actually love her, to be completely honest with you.
She's great.
She is.
very
I just
talented.
think her, I think her voice
which is nice.
crazy.
It's nice.
Could only hope to have that much control.
To go back to what you're saying earlier, like, just, I know it was kind of a joke, but like the people who copy the pop artists, like, I don't think those people they do good for the time period that artist has like a new record out, and then they gotta like reinvent themselves to like copy someone else. I think sometimes like it's we like I feel like sticking to your guns at all times. I think that's like the important thing. Just yeah.
Maybe they
have fun and make the music that you like to see.
I was
and
just gonna
play
say maybe that's the music they love to play.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I just know that, you see the evil side of the pop industry sometimes, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're, like, you could, like, I don't know, like, you hear them singing something that they love singing. Like, even downtown sometimes, like the people who are, like, doing the cover scene and stuff, like, they're making a living, and it's great, but it's like, there's been times where I'm like, I want to hear, like, an original from one of those guys, and they light up.
Yeah, because you're
Like, their face goes from, like, yeah, I'm playing the same Wonderwall thing, whatever, and then you're like, can I hear one of your songs? And they're like, you gotta pay me for that. Like, and like they're super pumped and like, and that's the thing. Like, I think you should just do what you want to do and not do it because it's the.
I think this is a whole nother.
Anyway,
This could go so many because I have so many opinions on this.
I know.
Yeah.
Because people who are
I do
good
too.
at it and want to make money can
That's
do it for
fine,
that
too.
reason too.
But
or if they like the satisfaction of public
I just hope no one puts
appreciation,
themselves.
I think that's okay too. If that's
Yeah.
what you need or what you feel like drives you, it's like
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I just hope people don't put themselves in the positions that they don't want to be in, because that does.
I
happen.
agree. Happens all the time.
Yeah, that's sad. That makes me sad. That's all.
Okay.
All right. On that sad note, do you want to play another tune for us?
I will.
Awesome.
Actually, one of the reasons why I started Musketeer was because I wanted to write songs which weren't like pop, saying the same things over and over again and playing the same 4 chords.
Right. Like us.
You've gotten better. Jordan.
I've gotten better. I added an E into that. I was a major.
No, but you know what I mean. You listen to
Yeah,
pop radio,
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
and I know you like pop.
I do. I love
I'm
pop,
sorry-
but
I'm
I do
sorry.
know. No, my gosh, no. I understand.
I just
what
mean
you're
like
saying.
it's just so repetitive, and like,
Mhm.
and
For
there's very few people out there who like just, yeah, as you're saying, Jordan, like stick with their guns and just do what they want to do, even if it's in the pop genre. Like,
Yeah.
um,
That's why I like K-pop so much.
But yeah, and that's
No,
what I mean,
seriously, I don't know if it's them themselves, whoever writes it, even if it's just a producer. Some of that music is crazy.
Epic.
It's just so
It's
crazy.
epic. Like, it's
It is.
actually,
It's
like,
actually insane. But anyways,
neoclassical pop hybrid.
but yeah, no, I agree. It can get repetitive and ridiculous. Yeah.
anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm just gonna sing
Yeah.
sing a song from my old EP, which is a concept EP about this. I had a conversation with my grandmother about my ancestry, and one of my ancestors was a convict coming to Australia, and basically he stole a horse rug, and was sent to 7 years of labor in Australia. And anyway, this song I wrote about. I wrote it when I was working in a bakery selling bread at the back of a bowling club, and in Australia. Yeah, and I wrote it about. I guess it was about my ancestor on a boat. And I feel like there's a lot of Australians who don't realize that that they actually, their ancestors did come there on a boat, and so it's sort of also about that, and there's like, because the Aboriginal people were there first, and also there's been a lot of issue about asylum seekers and refugees coming to Australia. And anyway, I'll just sing the song. At its core, it's about being in a dark place, being in an eternal winter, as we said, and sticking it out. It's called Hello. Well, when you're out in the depths and down in the decks, off to a dark southern land, you start to become the dirt and the scum that they think you are from the start, and it feels hollow. 'Cause the God's man's gun is just above your head, ready to shoot you dead if you speak. Oh, and all that you eat, the slops of defeat, tossed you in a tiny bowl, and that feels hollow. Oh, and some pray to their fathers, and some to their mothers, others to their darling wife. Oh, I pray to Jesus and my sweet Anne-Marie. Take me from this ailing fight, 'cause it feels hollow. 'Cause when old Billy Tyler, he creeps up to your bed, sees you whispering there, and says, forget about a lad, she'll fuck other lads. She won't hold out for you, that feels hollow. Oh, but I will hold out. Oh, I will hold out. Oh, yes, I will hold out. Yes, I will hold out. Yes, I will hold out. Oh, I will hold out. Yes, I will hold out. I will hold out. Yes, I will hold out. Yes, I will hold out. Oh, I will hold out. Oh, yes, I will hold out. Oh, yes, I will yes, I will hold out. Oh, I'll hold out. Oh, yes, I will hold. Thank you.
I love that one. I think that was my favorite one.
I love that.
Cheers.
I loved it. Did you wake up your neighbors, though, is what I'm wondering. What's the time there again?
It's 10 past 9.
Oh, yeah.
Good, good. They're all right. Maybe you're singing them to sleep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, we'll go.
That's what I tell myself at midnight when I'm writing a song.
Oh man, how many times did I annoy my parents over the years? Like, I rented a saxophone for a month. That was the best month of
Oh no.
my family's life. It was the worst.
Brutal.
I thought I sounded great, and I was like, honk, honk, honk. Like, just, it was really bad. Really bad.
Well, I think we're gonna end the live stream with you because that was great, and
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah.
You guys don't want to sing another one? Sing us off? Sing us off into the night?
Do you want to sing another one? We're gonna put you in a spot.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about you. You're the
Mm.
guest.
People know our music.
Yes. They can listen. They'll listen another day.
I can try. Try and
Okay.
sing a song.
I'm just gonna put this here, Raventeer. This is our new band name.
This is okay.
So we just
We just wanted to tell everyone, please go follow Musketeer on all of the social media and stay tuned for all of the stuff that's coming up with Global Music Match. We will be back with an episode 2 with Lucy Farrell in the next couple weeks.
yes.
So stick.
And if you guys are
stay tuned
enjoying
to
the
what
Raven Roost,
day it will
please
be.
like leave a comment or something and
Tell us what we can add to this room because, we don't have enough junk yet. So please tell us what else. But yeah, thank you so much to Joseph for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me, guys,
You're
It's been a lot of
welcome.
fun.
on
Can't wait to keep
this
working together.
Raven Roost.
Episode
place.
1, too. Come on now. It's a special. But yeah, we're going to leave you off with a song from Musketeer. And yeah,
Thank you for
thank you so much.
Take it
Yeah,
away.
thanks everybody for listening. Yeah. I'm going to sing you a really sad song because the only things I have are really sad songs. I'm trying to write some less sad songs. But I haven't got there yet. This one's about my grandfather when he was 13. He's German, and he had to run from the Russian army when they invaded Germany in World War II, even though Germany kind of invaded everywhere else first. But it's a story about, I guess, just the normal people in war running from their home. And it's a new song. It's not out yet, but I made a video with it on a rooftop here in Hamburg. And I also recorded a version in a studio in Berlin 2 weeks ago. So you'll be able to hear it soon. It's called Edge of the Night. And thanks again, everybody, for listening on the Raven Roost. It's been a pleasure. Well, deep in the bleak winter, and deep in the darkest hours of night, well, I was just 13 and on the run, for just beyond the coal black curtain, and just beyond the church bell's brittle toll, came the sound of guns rattling through the cold. take flight. Our candle burns at the edge of the night. Fox will slip through the acres of pine. There's a snow melt at the end of the line. Oh, so it just our leather boots and layered coats on, and a handful of books and some fleshy bones. We caught a lone cattle train that was rattling through the wall. Flee, take flight. Our candle burns at the edge of the night. A fox will slip through the acres of pine. There's a snow melt at the end of the line. Oh, flee, take flight. A candle burns at the edge of the night. A fox will slip through the acres of pine. There's a snow melt at the end of the line. Oh. Thank you and good night, people.